All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Mike Olson. This is my partner,
Justin Moody.
We are the Moody Olson team, and we bring you guys the best real estate content for people who are interested in moving to Las Vegas. Hence our channel name, Moving to Las Vegas. Today, we're going to tell you about some things that you need to consider if you're looking to buy new construction here in the city of Las Vegas. So, new construction is really on the rise here in Las Vegas. And so the first thing that we're going to talk about is just that right there. In 2023, new construction made up approximately 30% of all home sales in Las Vegas. That is a huge jump over 2022 when it made up 11% of new home sales. That's according to the LVR, the Las Vegas Association of Realtors. And there's a couple of reasons for that. The primary reason is that Las Vegas is currently suffering from a bit of an inventory shortage when it comes to resale homes. And that can mainly be attributed to the fact that interest rates are still relatively high. And compared to just a couple years ago when they were at historic lows, what results is that you have a lot of people who are locked into an interest rate that they got just a few years ago, that if they were to sell that home now and purchase another home, even if they were to purchase another home at the same price or even a lower price than the one that they bought a few years back, their payment would still end up being higher due to the inability to get a comparable interest rate to the one that they got a few years back. Case in point, I bought my home in 2021. My interest rate is below 3%. I was very, very fortunate to be able to get an interest rate at that around that number. And there is absolutely no way I would sell my home right now, because even with the equity I've gained in the home, even if I were to downsize to a smaller home, it would be very difficult for me to find something that I wanted to buy that had a payment comparable to the one that I have now. Well, there are thousands of people out there that are just like me in that regard. So because of that, you have a lot of people who own homes who may otherwise be selling them, but they're holding on to them instead. That's driving the home prices up because you have less inventory, simple supply and demand economics. So what that ends up doing is it ends up driving a lot of people towards new construction, and then that causes the new construction companies to in turn build more inventory, which brings the new construction prices down lower. And then they start competing with each other with various programs that we're going to talk about here when we get to talking about financing. But it just ends up driving a lot of people to look at new construction, and it ends up driving those new construction companies to build more inventory. So new construction is definitely on the rise here in Las Vegas. Justin, you have anything to add to that?
You know, we're lucky that Vegas has so many home builders because it is one of the fastest growing cities in the country. For a long time, pre-pandemic, it was the fastest growing city in the country. I think we're getting back to that status soon. So the builders recognized that a long time ago. So we have multiple builders in town, and they have, because like Mike said, they're competing with each other, their quality control has gotten much better. And not only are you going to get a high quality home, you're going to get a lot of bang for your buck. With these new home builders, you're going to save potentially thousands and thousands of dollars by buying a new home. And we can talk about that. You know, Mike had mentioned we have low inventory. A lot of it is because you have people who have an interest rate so low, it doesn't make sense for them to buy something else. Well, the builders recognize that. So what they do is they go out and they buy an interest rate from a bank. So they'll buy a block of money, and then they'll offer lower interest rates to their qualified potential buyers. And what Mike and I can do is we can go in there and help you negotiate and get that lower interest rate. We saw today there was a builder that was offering a 4.99% interest rate. I've seen them in the threes if you buy existing inventory and you close within a certain amount of time. So there's potential to take advantage of some of these builder incentives that we can help you get to and show you that are going to save you a lot of money and help you get into a high quality new construction home. The builders are also willing to throw in incentives. Maybe you can get an upgraded appliance package or upgraded flooring or baseboards. Help with your closing costs if you use one of their partners in title or escrow. Remember, we're on the West Coast, so there's no need to have a real estate attorney involved, which is great. Title and escrow handles all of that. So you'll have your protections. And I know Mike has mentioned a few things as far as new construction versus what you get is in standing inventory. And we're going to touch on it now, is the modernization and some of the amenities that you get in new construction. Mike and I have toured several homes in the last month. And what we've seen has been nothing short of pretty amazing. If you check out some of our videos, you'll see some of those things that we've noticed. Mike, why don't you talk about what are some of the things that you've noticed walking new construction in the last month or so?
So some of the stuff that I've seen is, I don't think I've seen a single new construction home since we started filming for this channel that didn't have smart thermostats already installed. A lot of them have smart garage door openers that you can connect an app and be able to open and close your garage door from your phone. A lot of them have pre-installed smart security systems complete with cameras and door sensors and window sensors, glass break sensors, water intrusion sensors for where you have your utilities at, and these are fantastic upgrades that, I wouldn't even call them upgrades because they're actually included in the base model of the home, but they're things that if you were to buy an older resale home, you would have to install yourself oftentimes. Most of them don't have them. They're becoming more common, but they're still not what I would call prevalent.
Some of the higher end properties that we've toured, even the appliances are upgraded to be smart appliances. The microwave, the oven, the refrigerator, the stovetop, all of that's included in those higher end properties to where they're the smart appliances. I love those refrigerators where you can open your phone at the grocery store and take a picture of what's inside and see what you need, because if you're like me, I always forget.
So some of the other things that the new construction homes are bringing to the market now are things like a zero energy ready homes, right? And what zero energy ready home is, I'm going to read this off my computer because I don't want to get it wrong. It is a high performance home that is so energy efficient that a renewable energy system could offset most or all of the home's annual energy use. So we're talking homes that have energy efficiency built into the design such that by installing a solar panel system, you could offset all of your energy usage right there, or most of your energy usage right there. So in a place like Las Vegas, especially where there's no alternative to, you can't not run your air conditioner during the summertime. It's 115 degrees. Having that sort of energy efficiency can be a massive savings for you. Even if you don't necessarily install the solar energy system, just the fact that your home is energy efficient by design is going to keep your electric bill lower. Now, if you do install that solar energy system, the savings is going to be even more immense. I can tell you that when I bought my home here, I moved into my home 4th of July weekend, and my electric bill for that very first month, I have a fairly large open floor plan home, so it takes a lot of energy to cool it down during the summer. And my first electric bill was almost $500. I installed a solar power system on my home, and since I'd done so, my electric bill has never gone over $100. And my payment on the solar power system is only about $70. So I'm still way ahead.
And you also have a pool and jacuzzi.
I do also have a pool and jacuzzi, that's correct. Speaking of solar power systems, some builders are actually including those when they build the home with the price included in the price of the home. So rather than be in a situation like I'm in where I have my mortgage payment and then I have another payment to another lending company to pay for my solar power system, you could buy a new construction home in Las Vegas today that has that solar power system already installed, and that payment's already rolled into your mortgage payment, one loan, one payment, and you're done, which also makes it significantly easier to sell the home.
Yes.
Because if I were to sell my home right now with that solar energy system still not being paid off, whoever purchased my home would have to assume that loan or would have to get their own financing to take over that loan in addition to the loan that they need to purchase the home. This is not extremely difficult to do, but it is definitely an extra step that you have to put into the process, and it does complicate things. It does make things take a little bit longer, and it does actually narrow down the number of people who can qualify to buy your home, because somebody has to qualify not just for the mortgage, but they have to qualify for that additional loan as well. So having a solar power system that's already installed when you buy the home with that payment already factored into the cost of the home and rolled into the mortgage is immensely helpful. Even if you end up selling the home 2 years later, you just sell the home just like you would if there was no solar power system, because that solar power system is already paid for, or it's already accounted for in that mortgage. Something else that we're seeing in almost every new home that we do tours of, EV charging ports, right? Pull your electric vehicle in and there's already the appropriate receptacle on the wall where you can plug your car in and charge your car. As electric vehicles become more prevalent, that's going to become more of a consideration. And I can tell you from having done something like my home in Colorado, I had to install a different power panel so that I could power my RV that I parked next to my home.
Okay.
Right? That's very similar to the process of installing an EV power port, right? Because you're talking about different voltage, different amperage. You know, that's not a cheap thing to have installed if you have to have an electrician come out and do it after the fact. So the fact that new homes are coming with that stuff already included is going to be huge moving forward when more and more people are purchasing electric vehicles.
I agree. Let's talk about something fun. What got me into real estate was walking properties and floor plans. I love a cool floor plan. The great thing about the builders in Las Vegas, when they build a community, they usually have anywhere from 4 to 6, sometimes 7 different floor plans. From single story to, we have, 3 stories. We even have properties that have basements now. The floor plans are really, they're fun. When Mike and I walk properties all the time, we always say, oh man, I wish I could have this. I wish I could have that. You get that opportunity if you're looking to buy new construction in Las Vegas. You can look at something, say, I wish I had that, and then have it. The floor plans are really modern. They're open. There's a lot of next-gen properties being built. And if you don't know what next-gen is, basically you're seeing more and more families living together for longer periods of times, or maybe an older parent or aunt, uncle, somebody like that is moving in with their kids to help offset costs, or just because they need care. So you're seeing more in-law suites, that next-gen suite where it's almost a little apartment within the home. We're seeing more and more in that being built. Builders have caught on to the fact that 2 bathrooms is just not enough. Very rarely do you see a new home construction with just 2 bathrooms. You're going to find at least 2.5 to 3, depending on the size of the home. Another thing that the builders are starting to realize is there are more and more entry-level buyers in the market. We're seeing more and more people looking to spend, not wanting to spend $500,000 on a home. They're looking for $300,000, $350,000, under something more affordable, but yet something they can still call home, be proud of. So you're starting to see the builders build duplexes. You're starting to see more townhomes and triplexes. And these properties can range anywhere from 1,300 square feet to nearly 2,000 square feet, and be 2 or 3 bedrooms all the way up to 4 bedrooms. And they'll have garages and just great living amenities within that community. Most new communities will have an HOA. So it's really important that you understand what the HOA rules and regulations are before you make that decision to buy that home, to make sure that's something that you can live with. What are those costs going to be on a monthly, quarterly, or yearly basis? What are the amenities that are included? Most HOAs are going to take care of everything outside the front of the home. A lot of them will even include the roof. But you might find community pool, gym, workout facility, if you want a gated community, different things like that you want to understand. The best part is, because we have so many builders in town, because there's so much new construction in town, you can choose, what part of town do I want to be in? And if you follow our videos, if you haven't been, please do. You'll see there are several different sections of town. So what Mike and I want to do is we want to find out, what is your lifestyle? What are you looking for? And then we need to identify what are your needs in a home. And then we want to identify what are your wants in a home. And then what's the budget? And then we can help you find that community that is going to work best for you. Mike, what else did you have?
Just a couple of things to consider when you are looking at new construction. One of the great things when you buy new construction is you get a home warranty.
Yeah.
Right? Now, a lot of times when you buy a resale home, you can negotiate a home warranty as well. That's not uncommon, but it comes included automatically when you buy a new home. So you're going to have a home warranty for a year that's guaranteeing the workmanship. It's guaranteeing the appliances, right? And it just gives you a certain amount of peace of mind that buying a home without a home warranty does not give you. Trust me, I've done it before. I don't recommend it. But even with that being said, one of the things that we would definitely recommend you do, even if you're buying new construction, you're still going to want to bring in your own home inspector. You're still going to want to get an independent inspection from somebody not related to the builder, to make sure that you have that peace of mind that everything in the home is as it ought to be. Another thing, and I know this is going to sound self-serving, because obviously Justin and I are real estate agents, and obviously, part of the reason that we create this content is to help attract new clients and to build our business. But that being said, I truly and honestly believe this. You're not going to want to go into one of these deals without your own real estate agent representing you. If you just go walk in to the sales office at a new home, construction site, there's going to be a sales agent who is a real estate agent who works for the company stationed there, right? And I am not in any way, shape, or form denigrating those folks. I work with them all the time. Most of them are fantastic people. But what you have to remember is they don't work for you. They work for the builder. They represent the builder's interests. They don't represent your interests. They don't have a fiduciary duty to you the way that your own real estate agent would. So strongly recommend, before you even go look at anything, you're going to want to talk to a real estate agent. You're going to want to procure that person's services, whether it's Justin and I or whether it's somebody else. You're going to want to make sure that you have somebody who is looking out for your best interests. Because as much as I get along great with all those sales agents and as much as I enjoy working with them, they don't work for you. They work for the builder. We work for you. So I would highly recommend giving us a call, going to the Moody Olson Team website, reach out to us, let us know what you're looking for. We would love to help you find it.
And remember, especially if you're coming from out of state, or if you're just a busy individual, you have kids, you have work, you can't always get to the job site. So if you're having a home built from the ground up, having one of us be able to go out and take pictures for you, take video for you, check on the update and the progress for you, is very valuable. It saves you a lot of time, and it gives you that peace of mind where you're getting pictures from a trusted person showing you the progress of your home.
Yeah, we'll give you a full walkthrough video. We'll take the professional camera gear out, the same gear that we use to shoot these videos, but we'll do a whole walkthrough of the home for you. You'll know exactly what it is that you're getting into if you work with us. So yeah, that being said, if you guys are looking for new construction in the Las Vegas Valley, reach out to the Moody Olson team, give us a call, shoot us a text, give us a comment on this video. We'd love to reach out to you. We'll set up an appointment. Whether you're coming from out of state, in which case we can set up a Zoom call, we can find out what you're looking for. Justin and I will get hard to work out there on the streets looking for what is going to fit your needs. If you're here in town, we can have you come in here to the office. We'd sit down, talk over what are your needs, what are your family's needs. Let us go to work for you. Let us help you find your dream home. Whether you're moving to Las Vegas next week, next month, or next year, call the Moody Olson team. We would love to help you find your next dream home.
And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the alarm bell so you can get notifications when we have new videos come out.
All right, guys. See you next time.